Welcome everyone. Today I am going to be ranking my Oden's eyeshadow palettes, and if you are interested in seeing rankings and declutters, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all again soon. So I do not have these counted out or anything like that, so I will make sure to input numbers as I'm going to let you know which palettes I prefer over others and give you the actual total of palettes that I have from them. I don't have all of them. I stopped buying a couple months back for a low buy, no buy. So this is what I have. So in last place, I have the Eternal Twilight palette. This is the biggest palette that they have released. And a lot of people have said the same thing, that they wish that this would have been two separate palettes, this side as one and this side as the other. It's not a bad color story, but the formula is a little bit off from their good formula. You know, I really love this green, and this is one of the more flaky emollient colors. If you can see that. That was a weird place to swatch it. So they have one of their multicolors here. It's not quite picking up on camera. It looks very pink, but it's got green and gold and white in it as well. And then this side is very gray and smoky, and this side is very orange and pink. So it's not my favorite. It's a little bit big and chonky, as you can see. Takes up my entire face. So that would be in last place. I do have all the sleeves to these. I just have them taken off already so that I'm not having to do that on camera. But next is the Spring Dragon, which was a collab with Judy. This is a pastel palette. It reminds me of Easter. You know, the colorful eggs. So I feel like, I know pastels are not the easiest to do, and it can take a bit to build up. I feel like Oden's Eye has a decent formula as far as the pastels go. I just wish there would have been a little bit more to this palette, because this brown does not deepen these up. The shimmers, I think they could have done a little bit more with, as far as, you know, like a blue shimmer. These two are a little bit similar. I understand they're different depths, but it would have been nice to see just a little bit more than this brown to give it extra depth in the mattes. Then I have the Mighty Monster palette with Annette. This, I guess I should show you the front. I love the artwork. Whoever Oden's Eye has doing their artwork does a phenomenal job. This has a lot of the pops of color and also has a lot of deepening shades to go along with it as well. So you could do a neutral look and you could add a pop of color in there. I really like those. That's what Nomad does a lot. So that is that one. Next, I have the Earthwood palette with Tina and the Fancy Face. This is that color story. Again, it has a little bit of the pastel with a pop of color. I really like this chartreuse shimmer and this blue shimmer right here. It has the deepening shades. I just don't know that they quite go with the pastels and the lighter colors. So that is that one. Then I have the Jewels and Gem palette. I know it's either the Jewels and Gems or the other one that a lot of people really, really like. This is muted. It's like a muted purple pink mauve tone palette. I do like a pop of color. I do like how they did these shimmers. And I know it's supposed to go with Jewels and Gems. I just feel like Jewels and Gems would have been a little bit more bright. Next, I have the Planet Spirit palette. This was with Betty Jean. I really do like this color story. I think the quality's good. I understand that this is more of like a two-look eye look shadow palette. You have like the crease color and then the all over shimmer for each of them. But I typically use more than 2 shades. Next is the Sea Talk with Lauren Made Beauty. So I like how there is the neutral corner and then you can do pops of color with the shimmers, or you can even deepen up with the blue and make the brown even darker. I wish this one would have popped a little bit more. This, I think it's Electric Kelp. I was a little bit underwhelmed when I had used it. I really wanted it to be super bright and pop, and I just didn't get that from that palette. Next is the Florist Story with Makeup Just for Fun. This is a very green purple muted color story. I do like when they have, you know, a pop of inner corner highlight, whether it's matte or shimmer. I can do either way. I would have liked to see another purple shimmer in here instead of them mostly being green. But I do like this one, and I think it's overall a good palette. Next is the Rosy Jingle, which I want to say was last year's holiday edition. This is a very pink and yellow and bright. I know that people have been really embracing more than just green and red for the holidays. I know gold is a big one, but a lot of people are going to pastels and even brighter colors. And then I have the Love Language palette, which was done with Morgan Turner. I love the quality of this palette. The quality is so good. I'm just not a big purple person or pink person. But I think that overall, I think Morgan did an amazing job with this palette. The quality is beautiful. It's just the color story that's not my favorite. So next is the Soulmane 2. This is the Moonwish palette. This has the bright pastel here. It has a lot of blues in it, a little bit of neutral, and then some purples. It's very celestial, and I love that. Next, I have the Silvery Bliss, which goes with the Rosy Jingle palette. As far as the release, I guess I should have said that. This is so it's like the opposite end of what people were doing for Christmas. There was a really bright pink, colorful. This is more traditional with the reds and, you know, the darker colors, the gold. Really pretty. I think they did a good job. I know they've been putting, there's at least like one emollient shade in each of their palettes. And when I mean that, it's like really squishy. Some people like it, some people don't. It really depends on your preference. If your eyelids crease easily, you may not like them as much. I haven't had any issues with it yet, but that could always change, especially with age. Next is the Hey Reindeer palette. This was 2 winter seasons ago. This one and the Snowman were not as popular and people didn't like them as much, but I thought they were really good. So this was kind of like an introduction to the pastels and the brighter colors for Christmas, while still keeping, you know, the red and the gold. So it's like the stockings and the candy and the ornaments. So I really enjoyed that one. Next is the first one that they had actually brought back for a little bit because people were asking for it so much. So that is the Christmas Eve palette. I know some people said that the re-release was different than the original. I can't speak on that because I didn't get the original. I did get the re-release of it. But this is very, you know, Christmas Eve. It's the dark and the blue, the green for the tree, the silver for the stars. So I really like that. I think that's a really pretty, well done palette. So next I have the Salmaine 2. This one is more of my color story with the oranges and the blues. There's a little bit of purples, but they are lighter. And I do like working with the lighter purples. And I think it goes with the cover really well. Whoever does Oden's eyes, graphics and details, just, they do a phenomenal job. Next is the Stone and Rock palette that goes with the Jewel and Gems. So Stone and Rock palette. This one is a green grungy palette. This one, you know, I can't say anything negative about Stone and Rock. It definitely, I think, hits that pretty well. That's why I said the Jewels and Gems, I would have liked to see it be a little bit brighter. So, and then we are up to the top 5 palettes. So number 5 is the Oden's Eye and Angelica Little Ghost palette. Here's what that looks like. And here's the color story. Angelica always does a phenomenal job with her color stories, even in her own brand, Singe Beauty. And then when she does collabs, but she said she's not doing anymore since she does have her own brand. So I will probably never get rid of her collab palettes that I own. But I really do love the color story, the blues, the orange. This is kind of like the trick-or-treat bag. So I really love that. And in 4th place, I have the Snow Dream palette. This is the other one that went with the reindeer palette. And here is the color story. This reminds me of cookies and candles and just, you know, the sage greens. I really love this color story and I think it's a great quality. Number 3, I have the first Oden's Eye and Angelica collab, which was the Hella palette. And I love the fact that this has a lot of greens, the grungy yellows, only a few pinks, inner corner highlights, very shimmery. I really enjoy that. And coming in at number 2 is the Angelica Trick or Treat palette. And again, this also reminds me of Christmas. The first row is like the cookies, and then the red, the orange for the pumpkins, the green. So I really enjoy this palette. I think it's very versatile, and I like the way that this is also set up. And then coming in at number 1 is the Merry Christmas palette. And here that is. So this is Christmas through and through. You've got the red, you've got the green. I really enjoy this palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And this is ranked at number 1. If you want to see more rankings and want to see the end of your declutter, do not forget to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!